A deadly night near the Central West End. What we know so far about a shooting that left 2 people dead.
Rain has wrapped up and it's making its exit. I'm going over what you can expect for the rest of your weekend.
I have these goals that I look forward to that help me just keep pushing myself.
After a week of public appearances, emotional testimony, and a jury finding the man who made her guilty, Janae Edmondson is sharing her story.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning and welcome to Today in St. Louis. This is a live look at the Arch as the daylight starts to creep in. Good morning. It's Saturday, March 9. I'm Mark Maxwell. Thanks so much for joining us. Our Travis Cummings and Mercedes McKay have the day off, that dynamic duo. But we've still got Tracy Hinson here, our Weather First meteorologist, to help right the ship and keep the Tissel Show on the road or on the air.
Keep it going. I try not to take off weekends, but I am off tomorrow. It's my sister's bridal shower, so.
Congratulations to your sister.
Yeah, I know. Very excited to be hosting that. But overall, it's going to be a very nice weekend here. We're going to feel a breeze, though. Think of it as the winds of change here. Okay, so we do have some showers that tracked through yesterday. You can see that as they made their way through. This is an 18-hour loop. It was kind of steady and consistent. This was great news for any of our farmers out there. Maybe you have a great garden as well. We needed that kind of steady, consistent rainfall. You'll notice our grass outside has really greened up compared to yesterday. Could even tell on my drive into work this morning. As you can tell right now, things are nice and dry out there in St. Louis. We just have a little bit of rain very far to our south over in Reynolds County, just a little bit though. The view over the Gateway Arch, it's quite pretty. Tomorrow morning, this will be completely dark because we spring forward. 42 degrees for us, overcast conditions, winds of change. Remember that yesterday we went from southerly winds, that's kind of like turning the heat on, to northerly winds, which is like turning the air conditioning on. So with winds up to 13 miles per hour, it feels like 35 out there. Kind of like that little last taste of winter here as we head into March pretty soon. We'll be sweating, so enjoy the cooler weather. Temperatures today will make it into the low 50s.
New this morning, we're following an overnight shooting near the Central West End. Police say 2 people were shot and killed. It happened at the intersection of Arco and Newstead a little after 1 this morning. Police say a 42-year-old man was shot and then brought to the hospital where he later died. The second victim, a 37-year-old woman, was found dead in a nearby residence with a gunshot wound. Police have not released any information about the victims or a potential suspect. Right now, our newsroom is working to learn more. It's been a long week for 18-year-old Janae Edmondson after a jury found Daniel Riley guilty for causing the crash that took her legs. She's now sharing her story with 5 on Your Side. For the first time, she and her family are speaking about last year's tragic incident in downtown St. Louis, and they're thanking the community for all the outpouring of support. But as they tell our Christine Byers, more people need to be held accountable.
Janae Edmondson can barely move 20 feet without someone in St. Louis stopping her to say how much they've been thinking and praying for her.
It gets overwhelming at times, but again, I'm grateful for it because it's also helped me to keep pushing.
On February 18th, 2023, Janae's life changed forever when Daniel Riley blew through a yield sign at 45 miles an hour and struck her, severing her legs. This week, a jury found him guilty on almost all charges, recommending he be sentenced to close to 20 years in prison.
I was pleased that he was found guilty with pretty much everything that he was charged with, but at the end of the day, he has legs. I don't. So he doesn't have to go through what I have to go through just to get back to even walking. And so it's never going to be enough.
There are also some people the Edmondsons say haven't supported them, including former St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. Her administration failed to take Riley to trial for an armed robbery 9 months before the accident and failed to ask a judge to revoke his bond after dozens of violations the I-Team found in court records.
Did you feel like the Circuit Attorney's Office failed you?
Yes.
100%.
Many people say Janae's story led to Gardner's resignation.
But she was the one that was manning the ship.
She was the leader. It was her responsibility.
The Edmondsons say Gardner and St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones did not reach out to them when Janae was in the hospital.
To me, that was a slap in the face to us.
The Edmondsons are also suing the city, alleging it did not properly maintain signage at the intersection where the collision happened. The city changed the yield sign to a stop sign and tried to get the lawsuit dismissed.
Your administration failed her. Your city failed her, and now you don't want to offer anything. And I think that is so wrong morally that they take that stance.
The Edmondsons are from Smyrna, Tennessee, but Janae's mother hasn't missed a beat on St. Louis news since the accident. She says she's appalled by the city's inaction on a $40 million Safer Streets initiative.
It's been a year. So what are we doing?
And they've been devastated by the multiple fatal and serious injury accidents that have happened since Janae's, including the Chicago mother and daughter killed downtown after a concert just weeks ago.
We've had so many people walk up to us and say, you know, if the light's green, I still stop because I don't know if somebody's coming.
As Janae and her parents continue their fight for safer streets, tougher laws, and healing, Janae says they are leaning on their faith for strength.
God's purpose for us is way bigger than what we expected.
Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
Janae's mother told 5 on Your Side she wants to start a petition to have Kim Gardner's law license revoked. Last night, the mayor's office said they cannot respond to any ongoing litigation, but Mayor Jones expressed her deepest sympathies to Janae and her family. Right now, you can watch our entire interview with Janae and her family on our website, ksdk.com. You can also find that on our YouTube page and our streaming app, 5+. Meanwhile, Gardner's replacement, St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore, is addressing the Daniel Riley case. Gore says his office will prosecute reckless drivers to the fullest extent of the law. He also said Janae's testimony was instrumental in this case. He was impressed with her poise on the stand.
There are some crimes that resonate deeply with the community, and this is one of them. One thing that will resonate always with me is the resilience of Janae and her family and her determination to not be defined by the horrific injuries she suffered.
Riley faces sentencing next month. The jury has already suggested up to 19 years behind bars. His attorneys have 8 more days to appeal.